Así es, estamos de vuelta con un video más de The Witcher 2. Vamos a continuar con esta historia. Déjeme ver en dónde está. ¿Dónde está este tipo? Yorbet. ¿A dónde tenemos que movernos? Supongo que tenemos que movernos por acá. No, déjame ver. Ok, no tengo la menor idea. Déjame ver si... Saliendo por aquí. Cloaca, no creo. Déjame ver. Tiene que estar en otro lado ese tipo. La salida hacia esa otra zona. Vamos a ver. Esta es la casa. Ok, así acá hay una puerta. Era bastante obvio, no lo había visto. Ok, déjame ver si aquí queda algo. ¿Qué es esto? Ok, no hay nada. Aquí tampoco hay nada. Así que hora de irse de aquí. Okay.
Leave the royal courts. Pour venom into rulers' ears no more.
¿Dónde está
It's
Yorbe?
not too late to repent. Flog.
Ok. Déjeme ver, tal vez en el mapa
Not one sorceress flogging another. On.
nos digan exactamente dónde estamos. Ok, estoy en esta parte. Tal vez debería tratar de ir por la... Ok, no. ¿Qué diablos? Guárdelas. Ok, déjeme ver esto. Estos no son nadie... Ninguna gente importante, ¿cierto?
Now you tell me. I don't work with sorceresses. This is no job for me.
What's going on? Are you about to fight?
The Conclave has forbidden dueling.
You can't just back out. We agreed. We have commitments to fulfill.
You did take an advance on your fee.
And I'm keeping it. Don't you follow me.
Witcher Geralt. A sight for sore eyes you are. May we speak?
Didn't expect to see you again. Certainly not here.
Muinne is an intriguing place.
For scientists especially.
We've mounted a small expedition and require protection.
What kind of expedition are we talking about?
We have irrefutable evidence that Henna's laboratory is located in Muinne.
We need an armed man to protect us from the filth in the sewers. They're infested with monsters.
The details you'll get from our employer.
A sorceress.
I know a thing or two about monsters, and about sorceresses. What's this one's name?
I'm sorry, but we cannot disclose her name until you agree to join us.
Nice talking to you then.
Cynthia. Her name is Cynthia.
Remember that potion you gave me back in Flotsam?
Of course. How's the experiment going? Noticed any side effects?
Or peculiar interactions with other potions?
Yeah, every time I mix it with vodka, my tongue gets hairy. What was Hanna doing in this city?
Everyone's heard of his 1,000 genie curse, but few know that he also had a penchant for the history of Muinne. He was particularly interested in the Vrans and their ultimate decline as a civilization. In his memoirs, he mentions that he left his archive here. That's how we pinpointed the location of his laboratory.
You did?
The sorceress did, in point of fact.
But we're the ones who know everything about Henna.
I wrote my dissertation about the man. To arrive at the laboratory, we must pass through the sewers.
Ok, vamos a hacerlo.
All right, I'm willing to help.
You won't regret it.
Where do we start?
We've gained access to an ancient crypt where mages were laid to rest. It's beneath that tower. Our companions await us there.
Ok, muy bien, a moverse. Vamos a ver qué se trata. Voy a tratar de cumplir algunas misiones secundarias. Todas estas misiones, al fin y al cabo, me ayudan bastante para ganar experiencia y así ir subiendo el personaje poco a poco. Ok, déjenme ver si... Acá están. Ok, no tengo la menor idea. Ok, debería ser por aquí. Ok, algo que voy a estar haciendo va a ser salvando.
We've broken through in the right spot.
Quiet. Stand ready. He killed Vanamar.
And many other mages. I know who he is, Cynthia.
In the same city as Philippa, and you didn't even bother to change your name. That takes balls.
Philippa's out of the picture. She's been arrested.
And I was supposed to die, but I didn't. Grave error.
I'll make you a deal.
Ok, vamos a ver.
Why are you here?
We suspect Der Henner's laboratory may contain documents and books that could be useful to the Imperial Academy of Science.
That wasn't even close to funny. You're lying.
We don't know what's inside. Der Henner was a talented man, but also an eccentric.
What do you hope to find?
That's confidential. I cannot tell you. Regardless, we need your help. The laboratory lies beneath the Redanian camp, which we cannot penetrate above ground. We want to get there through the sewers, but can't manage it without a capable swordsman.
How can I get into the Nilfgaardian camp?
There's one entrance. Beyond it, a long, heavily guarded corridor. You can't hope to sneak in. Renwald Matson chose the spot specifically to avoid being surprised.
Where are you holding Triss?
At the back of the camp, beneath a ruined building.
You're gonna help me free her.
Not likely. You're better off killing me now. You've no idea what the Emperor's intelligence apparatus does to turncoats.
You don't get it. You turned Triss into a cold stone. I'm having a hard time trying to figure out why I shouldn't turn you into a cold corpse.
She is alive and well. We decompressed her successfully. There were no complications.
And the interrogation after she was decompressed? Because you did interrogate her.
I personally supervised it. We presented the tools, gave her a few bruises, and that sufficed to get her to talk.
Cynthia, tell him to shut up or I'll kill him.
Silence, Adelbert. That's an order. Witcher, help me complete my mission. Help me open Der Henner's laboratory.
What'll you give me?
I've read the intelligence reports. I know your past. There are things in there, important things you don't remember.
I could force you to tell me.
I don't think so. Will you torture me? We both know you couldn't.
Ok, vamos a ver.
Fine. I'll help you open the laboratory.
In exchange, I'll tell you all I can. Do we have a deal?
Yeah.
Are we likely to encounter drowners? Or a related species? Perhaps
Alcanza las
other monsters?
alcantarillas,
That
perdón,
is how this
hacia
world's built.
el laboratorio. Las cloacas están infectadas de monstruos. Ok. ¿Sí, dónde es? Ok, déjame recoger esto. Aquí no hay nada, supongo. Ok, nada importante. Supongo que esto va a ser muy parecido a lo que pasó con Jorvet y con Philippa, así que voy a estar salvando antes de entrar a cada una de estas
If only we could
y ver
produce even
qué,
basic sketches of those tombs.
pasa. Supongo que aquí van
Damn shame.
a aparecer o tal vez... Ok, sí, aquí mismo aparece. Ok, algo bueno es que me están... Wow, algo bueno es que me están ayudando. Yo tengo que hacerlo entonces con más calma. Ok, así que en un momento antes de entrar allí, para curarnos un poco más y tener esa barra de vitalidad toda llena. Estos dos pociones que tomé, creo que ninguna ayuda con la vitalidad. Tal vez sí, pero bueno, no estoy seguro. Vamos a ver qué pasa.
I'm no rat to run around sewers. What we're looking for, anyway? Some graves, I heard.
Graves? So maybe there is something in this for us.
Shut your traps. Want the sergeant to hear? You've been deep shite. It is a good idea.
We've got company.
Redanian bastards.
Ok, déjame ver algo. Ok, salvar para no tener que repetir todo esto.
The entrance must be somewhere here.
If our experts are to be trusted.
Dehenna dabbled in illusions, among other things.
He also experimented heavily with golems.
Golems with the power of speech, supposedly. They knew nothing of poetry, but...
Will you two shut up?
Yes, it's an illusion. I found a weak spot. Stand back.
Ok, vamos a ver.
Later Elorn, Lisa Elorn, later dear!
At times I'm caught. You can get my kind of feat. Though I have no needles, they say I am piercing. What am I?
Careful with the answer. It could be a trap.
Typical of Dehenna. He was a genius with a penchant for mischievous jokes, like a child.
So a couple of adults, purported experts, should have no problem solving this.
Indeed, it's trivial. The answer is pain.
Incorrect.
Oh, wow. Tremendo muerto.
Impossible! So many years of research together. Why did we ever embark on this? Imagine the books,
Es
the
el guardián.
potions.
We must go on.
Let's get this over with quickly.
Vamos que hablar con él.
I'm seen to fly, described as hard. I can be your currency and heal all wounds, but not many things can stand my test.
Oh, carajo. Vamos a ver qué dice esto. ¿Qué opinas?
What do you think? Just keep it serious this time. We don't need another corpse.
I think it's a feather. Lifted high into the air by the wind, it can appear to fly.
I was a mistress of riddles at the age of 10, but I've never heard of feather money or of fluff being a test of anything. The sun might work.
It appears to fly, can be punishing. It's minted on Nilfgaardian florins, and surviving it in the Korath Desert is a man's ultimate test. Fits nicely. But what if it's death? A metaphor for death.
Master Farid reveals his poetic soul. Touching. Too bad all the solutions are unlikely.
What do you suggest? Time? The Redanian eagle? A toothless vampire? Perhaps the Witcher has a better idea.
Ok, qué carajos. Menos mal que salvé. Así que vamos a ver, repetir el acertijo.
Can you please repeat the riddle?
I'm seen to fly, described as hard. I can be your currency and heal all wounds, but not many things can stand my test.
Tiempo. El tiempo.
Time.
Correct.
Fuck.
It's going rather well so far.
Excelente. Oh, qué vacilón. Definitivamente era el tiempo. ¿Por qué no entra este tipo? Déjenos entrar. Rayos. Se pegó. Carajo, Farid. Quítese. Ok, por fin. Rayos. Una total estupidez eso. Ok. Vamos a ver qué pasa.
Someone's been here recently.
I persuaded Gaspar to pursue all this.
I expected a greater challenge. Thus far, we've had but riddles fit for beer enthusiasts.
Too bad about Gaspar.
Vamos a abrir esto, a ver.
Well, well, the competition's here. Kill them!
They must have descended straight from their quarter.
Let a Nordling.
Another guardian.
Espera que Sin te active al guardián y háblale, ok.
Later en Lorn, Lisa en Lorn, later
¿Qué es esto?
dear.
Ok, mapa astral decía ahí, ¿no? ¿Qué es esto?
It's reacting to my spell.
Oh, qué bien. ¿Qué es esto? Curiosidades astrológicas. Ok. ¿Qué más? Hay otro libro, ¿no? Tesoros. Ok. A ver si no queda nada por acá. Ah, supongo que no. Así que bueno, vamos a hablarle.
I cannot hope to finish the research alone.
Too bad about Gaspar.
Espera que Sin te active el guardián y háblale. Ok, hablarle al guardián.
A group of travelers wandering through the dark. 3 guides above them, so 3 were marked. At night they trailed a drake serpentine and a silver lady shining and fine. If only her visage she would deign to unfold. By day they followed a mountain vault, its riches untold.
Did I hear someone complain about the riddles being too easy?
Let's think this through. There are 9 alcoves, a fresco in each. That's 3 groups of 3 frescoes.
The riddle mentions 3 guides above the travelers. We must examine the frescoes, seek answers there.
I'll advise you about the riddle, but I will not take part in disarming the device. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Ok, ¿qué es esto? La primera frase. Debería mirar los frescos.
What do you think of the first verse?
I would say it describes a serpentine dragon swallowing its own tail, which represents infinity and thus time. The hourglass likewise symbolizes time. In this case, the time of the traveler's journey.
I believe it's the dragon constellation. It would be visible at night. What's more, sources on alchemy invariably portray dragons as winged, and as an accomplished alchemist, Gehenna would also be a competent astrologer. The verse must refer to the constellation.
In alchemy, the winged serpentine dragon represents prime matter, an essential component in the process of alchemical transformation. The verse seems to indicate the allegory illustrating that transformation.
Ok. Ok, muy bien, dice.
Can someone remind me how the line was worded?
The first verse was, "At night they trailed a drake serpentine."
De noche. Ok, de noche. Supongo que debería ser una constelación, pero vamos a ver, vamos a analizarlo de nuevo.
What do you think of the first verse?
I would say it describes a serpentine dragon swallowing its own tail, which represents infinity and thus time. The hourglass likewise symbolizes time. In this case, the time of the traveler's journey.
I believe it's the dragon constellation. It would be visible at night.